Welcome to Frontenac Racquet Club. This video is designed to give you an idea of the high standards we expect at Frontenac, and of course the various techniques and strategies we use to excel in our relationships with the members. It's part of what makes us unique and why the atmosphere here is so welcoming. Now, there are many different programs and activities at the club. Each one is going to require a unique set of problem-solving skills above and beyond the normal tennis teaching techniques that you all are so familiar with. So let's go ahead and get started. Many of our members have played here for many years, and during that time they've seen many pros come and go. They're especially sensitive to a new pro, that's you, who's suddenly given a lesson next to their court. In an effort to put them at ease, your job is to follow these simple rules. First off, get to know their names. Become their friend. The more time you spend next to their court, the happier they'll be if they know who you are. Keep your court clean. After each little segment of instruction, move around your court, pick up the balls, move them away from their court. Of course, focus your instruction away from their court. For example, if you're going to be serving, serve to the opposite corner. Do them a favor, don't litter their court with your tennis balls. Use quiet instruction. Try to avoid the loud commands from across the court. Use techniques like meeting at the net, give them soft guidance in a soft whisper. Use a small hopper of balls. Don't use a large court. As one of the tennis pros at Frontenac, you're considered a superstar by the membership. You make it look easy when you play tennis, and you know how hard and difficult it is for them. Now, this superstar status is an elite club, and we like to be a part of it. But along with that status becomes a responsibility at Frontenac. You have a job to greet and talk to the members. Don't be shy. Don't hide yourself in the back office. Get out in front. Introduce yourself. It's part of the job. Also, help keep the club clean. Stop, pick up trash, pick up cans, pick up lids. We're all responsible for everything in the club, including answering the phones, dealing with the questions, and of course solving any issues that come up. Get to know your way around. Do you know how to write sales tickets? Do you know how to make popcorn? Where are the supplies? Where are the directions to the other club? If you don't know the answer, your job is to put a smile on your face and find the answer. To sum it up, we're all professionals. Your job is to keep a positive attitude, work as a team, dress properly, show up on time, return your phone calls. It's part of your job, and it's another reason why we are so successful at Frontenac. As you get to know your way around the club, you're going to find yourself in great demand for private lessons. They come in many different sizes and packages. Your ability to identify your students' desires and formulate an instructional plan that meets their needs will determine your success at our club. A wise pro will always follow the old adage that suggests, first and foremost, do no harm. A pro who peppers their students with multiple do's and don'ts, changes grips a lot, you're going to destroy the confidence of your student. You're going to leave them frustrated. They're going to be ready to quit. The LOT method is a great guide to success. First off, listen. What's your student looking for? What do they want? Why are they there? Secondly, observe. Watch them. Develop a simple plan based upon your observations that helps to address their particular situation, and it'll maximize their enjoyment. Promise. And lastly, teach. But take it slow. Keep it simple. One thing at a time. Avoid paralysis by analysis. The instructional portion of a 1-hour lesson can easily be divided into 3 separate segments, each segment lasting roughly 15 minutes. You take the 15-minute segment and further divide it into 3 5-minute progressions, and a good progression will begin with a simple concept that's level appropriate for the student. Your job as a pro is to gradually add degrees of difficulty to the drill, making the learning process effortless and rewarding.
Slowly take that racket back with the racket head up and right about to your shoulder. Not all the way back. Yep, because yep. Good. Do a couple more of these. We'll play a little game. Very nice, Jeffrey. Another one. Looking good. See how 2, 3.
Sorry.
It's all right. 4. You're doing good, Jeffrey. 5. Hear that sound?
Yes.
What's that sound?
Underspin.
Underspin. It makes the ball go do what? Angle. Nice.
I'll fire a ball up. You're going to get under it and catch it with your left hand. This time, let's add a follow through with it. So, contact, follow through down to your left hip. Ready? Here we go. Get under it, contact, and finish. Good. Camera can see it. Finish. Yep. One more each.
Hit it with this ball. Really hit it with what? Back, yeah, right? You're going to do yeah. And watch this one now. I want you to freeze. You toss up and real soft toss and reach and up for it. Made it. So this ball, you get to slide back. So now you have 3 chances out with the line there. Here we go. Which line?
No.
Just missed. That's right. That's right. Here we go.
We strive to meet the needs of our Frontenac families by offering junior classes that emphasize proper stroke production, proper grips, and the ability to compete at any level. Our ability to provide a positive learning experience coupled with traditional instruction has proven to be the hallmark of the Frontenac way. Now, the classes are designed to be filled with positive instruction, fun, and exercise. Your job is to create the energy necessary to keep the children on task. Key components will include enthusiasm. Your job is to make it fun, show some life, move with some energy. Vocal cues, use inflection in your voice, make them know that you're out there. Walk the walk, move quickly with a purpose. Creating realistic goals with an eye toward success will help your students develop a feeling of competency. To a large degree, their success is going to be determined by your skill at feeding the ball. The distance of your feed from your student is a key element in their success. And lastly, the degree of difficulty. You can hit soft to their weak side, you can hit hard to their strong side. Try to feed with a neutral ball, not too much topspin, not too much underspin. You can try these tips for smooth, clean strokes. Try alternating instruction. Use short bits of technique work, follow it by a reinforcing game. We use shadow strokes with proper form and we insert them into the hitting lesson. And that's your job, is to use the shadow stroke and then the hit. It'll help them get comfortable with the proper stroke patterns. Lastly, we can break strokes down into little bits and pieces. Your job as a pro is to work on little segments of any stroke, whether it be a serve or a ground stroke or a volley. You break these segments down before putting it all together. You'll see plenty of success. A typical class will have 3 or 4 students on a court. And of course, these students have been waiting all week for their class. They're dying to get out here. Your job is to wow them by showing up on time and being prepared. In addition, spread the wealth. You're the pro. Make an effort to warm up with each one on the court. Get them thinking. Give broad snapshot tips during the warm-up. Get their minds moving as well as their feet. During this time, identify and plan. What's their level and what's going to be your plan? And once the drills begin, keep moving. Play hard to their strengths, play soft to their weaknesses. Additionally, do your best to keep in sync with the other pros. During your feeding process, your job is to keep tennis balls away from their feet. And lastly, teach to the group. Don't just talk to one player on your court, but broaden your instruction and talk to all 3 or 4 players. Once play begins, your job is to walk the courts do the figure eight. And as you do the figure eight, touch and teach. Comment to each player you brush past. And all the while, keep a handful of tennis balls in order to facilitate play. Let's keep these points moving. Let's keep everybody interested. So, would you like to be the favorite pro? I've got a few easy tips for glory. First of all, your job is to serve first in Play with the Pro. And if necessary, if the game is weak, serve often. You serve a game, they serve a game. Secondly, spread the wealth. Warm up with everybody. Identify each player's level. Hit hard to their strengths, hit soft to their weaknesses. Use snapshot instruction. After every point, they want feedback. They want your knowledge. Your job is to keep the ball in play, play anything close, keep these points alive, vary your shots, use lobs, use angles, use short balls. Try to avoid hitting just cross court with one player while the rest of the team falls asleep. Involve the players, keep them interested, try to teach to everyone, and avoid the dreaded empty comment, "good shot." And if necessary, stop play, catch the ball, and simply analyze the point, and then restart the point. They find it interesting, they find it motivating. By now, you have a sense of what it means to be a Frontenac tennis professional. We're very concerned with presenting a professional image at the club. In keeping with this goal, I'll finish by reminding you that you're going to be required to keep a list of your lessons and of members with whom you have developed a relationship. You're going to be encouraged to become an advocate for them, to stay in touch with them, to keep them active, keep them involved. It's our way of making the extra effort and taking it to the next level. Well, we've covered a lot, but in summary, it's all about being positive. Do your best to leave your problems at home. Come to the club, be part of the solution. Be attentive, come prepared to work, come prepared to do and give it your all. Be creative, think outside the box, you can always do a better job. Lastly, be responsive. Work with us as a team, from the desk to the tennis courts. Welcome aboard.